What's going on, guys? Tommy V here. Welcome to a new episode of BST Today I want to do something a little bit different. I actually want to start doing vlogs. I tried one last week and it came out pretty good, like good content, but in some parts like the lighting wasn't good. The sound didn't work well because at a point I was sitting down in my car and I'm talking to the camera and there was a ton of wind, some airplanes flying by, so part of it you can't hear anything. So I'll take you guys with me. Today's a very chill day. It's a Sunday and I came back to the office. I have to take a couple pictures of some watches, send those to some clients. Then I want to stop by the Porsche dealership. I don't know, I have the day off and I want to check some cars. I've been thinking about getting a Turbo S, and I don't know, like I don't think I'm ready, but I like to go see them, get into the state of mind. I love cars. I'm a huge car enthusiast, so just seeing them, checking them out is pretty fun for me. And I really want that Turbo S. I've been thinking about it a lot, but I just bought a house like 3 months ago, and we're still renovating, doing the floor, the bathroom, spending a ton of money there. So I don't think I feel ready anytime soon. Maybe next year, but I want to see it. I want to be 100% sure, because before that I was thinking of getting a Lamborghini Gallardo, like getting my first exotic. But I had this guy come in. He became a really good friend. He's actually a lawyer for the FBI. Believe it or not, I couldn't believe it that he worked for the FBI. It's a very serious guy, until we started talking about cars and he started talking like a kid. Because he saw, in my office we have a lot of like Porsche decoration. A couple, like there's a Singer 911. I have a silhouette of the exact Cayman I have. And he's like, I used to have a couple 911s, not a ton. He had a bunch, probably like 5, like between his lifespan, right? That bought one, sold one. And then he told me right now I have a Ferrari, a 360. I'm like, no way. I've been considering a 360 because it's in a similar price range than the Lamborghini Gallardo. That like around 100 grand. The 360 might be a little bit lower right now. So the Gallardo might be closer to a Ferrari 430, like 100 to 120. They're all very similar, because if you get a lower mile 360, it'll be up there. Or it depends the spec. Like if it's a stick car, that'll be also higher, also for the Lamborghini. But so I told him that, and he told me that considering like the prices I spend in maintenance for my Porsche, for my Cayman, I also have a stick shift 986 Boxster, which is the first generation Boxster with the fried egg headlights. I bought that with one of my best friends, Fareed, and we bought it at half, just, I don't know, for fun. We found a good deal and we bought it. We spent like, in total, like we literally bought it for like $6,000. Clean title, 60-something thousand miles, and the car was clean, like has a couple aesthetic things, but mechanically awesome car. Like everything worked in order, still does. I've driven a ton with it. I even like I went to the Keys, 3-hour drives. I went to Orlando in the Boxster with my girlfriend, top down, super cool, and everything in order. That was an awesome deal. I'll tell you the story really well one of these days. But then like we were talking about Porsches, and then we get to the point that I told him like I've really been thinking about the Gallardo, and he tells me, look, whatever you spend on your Porsche maintenance, budget 5 times more for a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. And that's when it hit me like boom in my face, like I don't think I can afford a Ferrari or a Lamborghini anytime soon. Literally recently I spent $6,000 on my Cayman. I drive a ton with it. Like it's been my daily driver for almost 4 years, and I bought it from the Porsche dealership. And the first maintenance, the first 4 maintenance, they were paid for by the original owner. So I bought it with 20,000 miles, one owner, and the person that bought it from the dealer, he prepaid all maintenance until 50,000 miles. So every single time I went for the first 3 times, for 30, 40, and 50, they were all paid for. That was incredible. So, and it also had a warranty, so I never paid any problems. Like if I had a problem, I took it, it was under warranty from Porsche, so they would take care of it. I would take it for maintenance, wouldn't pay anything. So after that, I started, like once that went off, like for my maintenance of 60,000 miles, I went to, we found this place called Tuners RS, and they only deal with Porsches. They do everything, a ton of vintage ones, modern ones, and all Porsche. So a great place. They do my oil change and all of that, and my maintenance is a lot cheaper there than going to the dealership. Like whatever's like $1,000 at the dealership, it's probably $400 with them. So recently I spent $6,000 because the 80,000 mile maintenance came, and every 40,000 miles you got to change spark plugs and coils. So that was like 2,000 something. Then they told me my rear boots were wearing out, so that was another $2,000. So that's $4 grand, and there's nothing you can do. This is just regular maintenance. Like it's nothing. It's regular wear and tear. It's nothing that got ruined and nothing out of the ordinary. Like you're gonna expect to do those if you're driving your car that much. And then I have to change tires, so $6 grand in a month in my car. So that was a big hit. I was scared, like, oh my God, because whenever I did that $40,000 maintenance, it was already paid for. I hadn't, and whenever you do an oil change, it's not much. It's 400, 500. It's not a big deal. Like obviously it's expensive, but you do it once every 10,000 miles. Since it's mid-engine, it takes a lot more oil and lasts a lot longer. Most cars, you probably do it every 2,000-3,000 miles, right? This one every 10. So I think it makes sense. It's a little bit more expensive than the regular, but it's nothing crazy. And so I did that, and now this guy tells me this, so 5 times more. Imagine a maintenance coming and me paying, I don't know, 20 grand, 30 grand. I can't afford it. Like no way. I can maybe buy a car for 80, 100, or 120 tops. Obviously I'll finance part of it, but then like 20,000 maintenance. It's impossible. Like not for me right now. I can't afford it. And so I started looking into different cars, and the other day I was at the dealership, probably like 2 months ago, or a month and a half, and there was this Turbo S 991.1, which is, it already has like the really modern look, and that was like, I don't know, like that's like after 2012, and before 2015, 16, I think 16, that they changed it to the .2. So that was like 120 grand with 20,000 miles. Super clean car, an animal, Turbo S, such like it's literally the top of the line 911. So I said, okay, maybe this is something I like, and I spoke with the guys at Tuner RS, the ones that do the maintenance in my car. They told me it's pretty much the same. Like it might be a little bit more maintenance on that, but it's not that much more. The only thing is if I get the ceramic brakes cost like $30,000 to change. So I need just the regular brakes. Like I like the yellow calipers to get to have the ceramic ones, but it's too much. And so I've been considering that Turbo S would be insane, and maintenance would be similar to my Cayman. So that's a pretty cool option. So I just want to go to the dealership, check out some cars, get into the idea, make sure like that's something I want, and maybe next year I can do it. But I received a couple of really cool watches on Friday. I also wanted to show you. I came to take pictures of this Submariner. There's a lot of people interested. This is a 16803, which is actually the first generation of the two-tone Submariner. This is like it's a 16800 sub, which is the steel one, but there's the two-tone version. The 16800 is actually the first generation with the sapphire crystal, and that's also the first generation that they came out with a two-tone one. There's a ton of people interested in this one. We have it very cheap. We have it for under 8K. They go for more, but we got a good deal on it, so we're passing it out. We want to move it quick. We need some funds to buy more watches. And this one, like the dial's actually turning kind of purple. On these, sometimes it turns purple. If you see it directly, it looks blue, but if you start turning it, it looks kind of purple. It's a nice watch. I don't know, very cool watch, especially for the price point. That's what a lot of people are interested in it. We also received I'm showing you from low to high, a two-tone Datejust. This is the previous generation, the 116333. The later one is the 126333, which they changed the movement, and I think the case is slimmer on every single way. Not just the lugs, but also the thickness on the case. I'm not a huge fan of this. It has an ivory diamond dial. The dial's kind of cool, but I don't know the dimensions. Like after you see if you grab both on the wrist, the later one and this one, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. It's not that cool. It's a cool watch, obviously, if you can afford it. It's not. This is already sold. This sold yesterday, and for like under 10K that we sold it for, you can't do better. And they usually go also for a little bit more, but again, good deal, so we try to move it. Okay, and let me keep going. This one I love. That I wore it the moment we got it, and I've been wearing it for the last couple days. It's the 116500LN, the Panda Legendary Daytona. This one was actually discontinued March of this year, and the new ones, they're actually starting to hit the market right now. Like the new Daytonas were released on March, and right now it's October 2023, and just now I'm starting to see them in the market. I haven't seen the steel ones yet. I haven't seen any in person of the later ones, but I've started to see them for sale in my dealer groups. Of course, ridiculous prices. And these have actually started to come down because most people now want the later ones. So these started to come down. Also these, the other week I bought one of these. I thought it was a good deal compared to what I saw out there, and I couldn't sell it. It took me a while. I had to sell it almost at cost. Very small profit, which is okay, but you win some, you lose some, right? It's part of the business. But after wearing this for a day, like I loved it. I wanted to keep it. I was seriously considering it, but I can't. It's like Pablo Escobar says, you can't consume what you sell, right? He was the biggest drug lord. He didn't do any drugs. These are my drugs. But I don't know. I love it. The contrast with the black bezel and the white really pops. I used to think I preferred the black one. I've always had these. Like I've sold probably 5 of each, like the black one and the white, but most of the times people order them brand new, so I don't get to wear them. So this one came pre-owned, very nice condition, so I wore it and I was falling in love. But then after thinking about it, I said, like, no, sell it. You can't keep more watches, you can't do it. So it actually sold very quickly. I was sad, but it's a sick watch. I love it. So this sold, I'll probably ship it out on Monday. That's tomorrow. Then we received the latest Royal Oak. This is the 15510ST with the green dial, and this is the latest version that just came out. Like it's a dark olive green, very cool watch. It came out last year. Last year was actually the 50th anniversary of the Royal Oak. So all the Royal Oaks, like the Chronos and these, they had it says 50th anniversary on the rotor and on the back side of the case back. This doesn't, because this is a 2023 one, so they changed them. And now no one was hyped about those like 50th anniversary watches last year, but now that they don't make it, they're starting to come up, which makes sense, right? It's only 1 year. Like eventually in 20, 30 years, they're gonna be special. Only 1 year of productions for those. It's the same reference number, same movement, everything the same. They just changed that rotor, and I don't know, it's pretty cool. But this is awesome, very cool watch. The color really looks so different. Maybe if you see it at far, you might think it's a black dial if there's not that much sunlight, but if you're in the sunlight, it pops. Very nice watch. We got it in a super good condition, and complete set. We'll see how it sells. Hopefully it does really well. I don't know, very cool watch. I love these. And this is the craziest one that we got. It's a platinum date with a smooth bezel and baguette dial. This is the hottest dial on this one. I think this one was discontinued also last year. They came out with one with a fluted bezel. I'm not even 100% sure if they still do it with the smooth. I have to look into it. I don't sell that much of these, right? What we sell the most is Breitlings, Omega. It's like watches under 7K. Occasionally we get more expensive watches, of course. We always sell a couple of Rolexes and all that, but it's not our bread and butter. We sell also a bunch of tags, like under 7K. That's my sweet spot. But I also, like, whenever we get a good deal and anything, we're gonna buy it, right? As long as it moves. This one we actually didn't buy it because a couple days before my client shipped the watch to us, because he's outside of the country, so he had to send someone to the US to avoid customs and all that. And he dropped the watch, and it broke the crystal. Thankfully, now that the case was fine, nothing got dented, but the crystal broke, and it shattered inside pieces of the crystal. And when the second hand kept moving, it actually scratched the dial. So I told my client, like, I don't want to buy it up front. I don't know how much I'm gonna get for it. because of that issue. This is a super expensive watch, probably like $60,000-$70,000, and I'm not sure how much down it'll go. So I told him, let me offer it out, see what I can get, and we'll work together and make the sale, and then I take my part, and then I'll pay it up front once I know how much I can get. But I don't know. I told him just send it to me, and we'll figure it out. We have a good relationship, very trustworthy, so we did it. But very heavy watch. It's crazy. Like, I really want to wear it, but condition is really good on the case. I don't want to scratch it. I don't want to do anything. And platinum, it's heavier than the gold and steel, but it's actually softer. It's weird how these things work with the materials, but it's sick. And it comes with an insanely big box. First time I've had this once. These, like, only the, look at this. Only the factory, like, diamond Rolexes with precious metal and with diamonds, they come with this insane big box. Super cool. So we'll see. Hopefully we can sell it well. He can get the most out of it. But I'll take a couple pictures of the watches that I need, and I'll get back to you guys. We'll go together, and I don't know, we'll enjoy the day. I'll show you whatever I do. I also want to take my Cayman, get it clean. Hopefully I get there. They close at 4. I should be able to. It's almost 1. But let's go. All right, so I already took the pictures, and we're gonna stop by the Porsche dealership. Probably be there, I don't know, 20-30 minutes. The Lamborghini dealership is also next to there, so maybe we can see a couple Gallardos if they have any. Usually they don't have that many. A ton of Huracans and Urus, that's what they have, but they have a little bit of everything. Maybe a 570S, that's also in the price point, but it's not as reliable, right? Porsche is the most reliable car ever of those sports cars. It's like the Toyota of the luxury cars. But let me show you my Cayman really quick. For the ones that haven't seen this before, this is my 981 Cayman. It's a 2016 model, and I just love it. This is the last flat 6 naturally aspirated one that they made. After this, the 718 is a 4-cylinder turbocharged, so it doesn't sound the same. So I don't know, for me this is the sweet spot. If you want a flat 6 engine, now you have to go for a GTS model on the newer one, on the 718, which is way more. This cost me like 55 grand back in the day, 4 years ago, like I'm telling you, and probably came down a ton because of the miles. But if you want a lower mile one of this car, they haven't come down. Like, if I would have kept it with the 20,000 miles, it would probably be worth the same, maybe even a little bit more. But it's a really nice car, insane sound, I love it. So let's go. I'll show you a little bit of the inside. It's pretty dirty. We have to go clean it up. I haven't cleaned it in over a week or 2. And all right, let's go. All right, so I wanted to show you the sound of the naturally aspirated flat 6. It's honestly the best thing out of this car. Obviously, it has insane looks, especially for the price point, but the sound is out of this world. Hopefully you can hear it. I don't know how that will come out in the video. Hopefully not that much wind sound. Right now it's in sport, so we can put it in sport plus to see the difference. It goes even crazier. It's something crazy. If we get the Turbo S, it won't sound like that. That's 100%. The turbos take out a lot of the sound, but it's, I don't know, I love this. Either way, I wouldn't want to sell this. I would want to keep this forever, because it's my first like super nice car. Of course, as long as financially I can, but that would be the plan. So I'll get back to you guys when we're coming in the dealership. It's actually very close by, so probably a couple minutes. So we're coming in to the Cayman's home. This is literally where I bought it, and the Lamborghini dealership is right behind there. Hopefully they have a good amount of cars. We'll check them out. And I actually forgot a wristwatch check today. I'm wearing the Kasparov first generation Royal Oak Chrono. So we'll see what they have. Just check for a little bit, chill, and and we'll be on our way. Ooh, I see a new GT3 over here. Look at that animal. So it looks like they don't have that many cars in today. I'll be checking that out, but look at this previous generation. This is a 997 GT3 RS. Wow, you don't really see these often. Most collectible thing ever. It looks like they drive this like crazy. Probably they take it to some rallies and stuff. Looks insane. So see, now not that many. This is mostly service cars, so we might need to go inside and see what they have. Another GT3, and they modified it. See a bunch of carbon fiber. That looks kind of nuts. I honestly prefer them maybe stock, but it looks pretty crazy. Taycan, older 911s. I also consider those, like that's a 0.1 probably. It's not in the best condition, but like a nice one for maybe $70,000. It's a pretty good price. That green Macan looks pretty cool. It's Porsche heaven. All right, so we're in here in the second floor, and look at that 992 Turbo S. Wow, this is another level. Obviously, those would go for around 300K, and the new Caymans GT4 RS, they have a couple of them. That's insane. These have the WiSAC package, full carbon fiber. It's crazy. And they have a bunch, a lot of GT3 Touring, out of this world. I'll let you know if I see something that goes in the budget, but these are completely out of the budget, near $200,000-$300,000. Look at this yellow one, wow. All right, so we didn't have much luck over there. They literally just have the top of the line cars. Nothing a little bit older, really not much. It looks like they're very low on inventory. So we're walking to the Lamborghini dealership, which is literally right here. It's in the same lot. So we'll see what they have. They're usually closed, but maybe we can sneak in. Only the Porsche one is open on the weekends. We'll check it out. I think Lamborghini closes Saturday, like after, I don't know, sometime in the afternoon. But we'll see. And again, untrusted Royal Chrono looks so good in the sun. So before they kick us out, because it seems like it's close, see a bunch of Hummers, a couple Lamborghinis back there. Sick place. We'll see what they tell me. They're coming. All right, so we literally got kicked out after coming in for half a minute. At least I showed you something. But we're gonna go now get the Cayman cleaned, and that's pretty much it. Maybe I'll have something more I can show you guys. But I don't know, I love watching cars. It sucks that they didn't have older models. I don't really like the latest ones. Like, it really doesn't make much sense, at least for me. I would probably even consider like a previous generation GT3, not a previous one, the same 991.1. Those go for similar than the turbo. Hopefully they would have had more, but no, not that much luck. So I spotted 991.1. I don't know if it's a regular 911, maybe an S. Look at the brakes. No, it's a regular one, a base one. So I also considered this, like, it's a lot cheaper. So maybe get this for around $70,000. But it's not as special, right? I think I'd rather wait a little bit more and get the turbo version. Like, it's obviously an awesome car, but having this and the Cayman, I don't feel it makes that much sense. The turbo is already like something very, very special. But I love it. Like, if I would sell the Cayman, I'd go with something like this, but I'd rather keep my Cayman. 992. A couple more other cars. Another 991.1. This one looks a little bit older, but still, it's a sick car. You already get a modern look. All right, so we're on our way. So we're still on the way to the car wash. It's actually kind of a long drive. From where we were, it took us 25-30 minutes. We're almost there, probably 5 more minutes. And I only go here because unlike other car washes, over here they only wear flip-flops, sports shirts, and t-shirts. They're not allowed to wear any belts, any watches, nothing that can scratch cars. So it's extra safe, and they take their time. All hand car wash. I don't like taking my car to those machines. They destroy your car because the things that the machine has to sponges, whatever they hit your car with, they use it. I don't know, it's used a couple dozen times every day, so they get dried up, and that can definitely damage the paint. So I'm trying to take care of my little Cayman, going to these nice places. So I'll let you guys know once I'm there. So the Cayman's getting cleaned out right now. I've been waiting here probably for half an hour. It was packed. Right now there's no like super cool cars. The Genesis Coupe, I don't know, 3 Series, nothing crazy. But we're taking care of the Cayman now, and it'll probably be half an hour more. They take their time. Already cleaned the inside, going out, and then we're gonna put a special coating on it. But yeah. All right, so the Cayman's ready. I don't know if you caught it when I was showing it to you guys, but it was very dirty. Right now, looks like a brand new Cayman. Looking very fresh. This place is awesome. That's the place. I don't know if you can see it. It's called Hollywood's Finest Car Wash. If you're ever in the area, if you live nearby, this is one of the best places. Just parked here just so I could see it in the sunlight. Looks flawless, and they really took their time. It took like an hour, but I think it's worth it. Looks insane, guys. All right, guys, so I think that's pretty much it. All right, guys, so I think we're pretty much done for the day. Nothing crazy really happened. We weren't that lucky with the car, so at least we got to see a couple really nice ones. And I don't know what you think. Should I just keep the Cayman, forget about getting another car? Am I just going crazy completely unnecessarily? Obviously, buying another car is the most dumb thing in the world, but I'm a huge car nut, and if things go well and we keep advancing, we keep making more money, business grows, I think I should. But let me know what you guys think. Maybe I just should stay with the Cayman and everything else is BS. All right, guys, if you liked the video, please like, comment, share with people. If you have better recommendations, please let me know. We're gonna definitely do a lot more watch content in the future. Today was mostly cars. Well, in the beginning we talked a little bit about watches, but just a little bit of my day-to-day. I hope you really liked it, guys. And any suggestions, anything else, we're gonna be getting a lot better for sure. This is just the beginning, so let me know. Stay tuned.